Morning traders, and this is your Dax day trade setup for today. So I just want to start off on the weekly because we've got some very interesting structure forming on the weekly. So we've closed on this previous weekly high. Okay, and you can see the last time we got up here, we sort of had a shooting star and then a break, a retest, and then a pretty big move to the downside. So if you look at the weekly, we've had that strong move, we've had 3 weeks of nothing, and now we are pretty much at that level again. Now, the thing about this is the break of this gives us either that or that, and see how they are fairly close to each other. Okay, so at this stage, it looks like we are aiming for somewhere between 13,035 and 13,118. So I would say 13,000 and 13,100. That is the area that we're aiming for right now. Okay, so let's just delete all of that and put this level in, and then just come down to some levels we can trade. Okay, so we had all this structure off the 200 EMA. We still don't really have oscillator agreeing with the momentum at the moment. It's just way too wild for everything at the moment. But cup handle, inverse cup and handle at the moment, or shoulder, head, shoulder, depends how you want to look at it. It doesn't really matter, but this is a massive bit of structure here. This level here is critical, and then the next critical level would be that area there, which would be the neckline or head and shoulders. Okay, so that's 12,587. Okay, so there's no arguing with this. This was pretty telling, and that is really just because we have some resolution on the trade war. Challenge is that it's earnings season that starts now. The US banks are under pressure. It doesn't look like the bank's going to be posting good results. And I see this morning China announced that their net exports is down 10.7% in dollar value. So that, to my mind, is fewer goods that have been in the US market in the retailers. So I'm not expecting the retailers to actually post good results either. Okay, so expect some volatility. And I think what's going to happen is you're going to have the NASDAQ companies, which are going to be a little bit better off, but still, I think we're still going to have some volatility here. Okay, so let's just fine tune this to pick up a level, and you can see we are hovering on this level. So I would expect some kind of a consolidation or a bit of a pullback, something which is going to indicate that we have sort of the pressure building for a breakup. So I do like the structure on the 3 hour here. You can see big candle, smaller, smaller, smaller. That's always an indication that you're coming up to a level, but it's not an indication that it's an exhaustion. So you expect some kind of consolidation or pullback before being able to get back in on this. If we look at the hour, we have 2 fractal levels at the hour. So let's just put them in. There's the one, and there's the other one. Okay, there's 1, there's 2. Trend is up. Break of the lower fractal does not give us a short. Okay, so we'd need it we need a fractal break like down here. So when you break it, you are well below the alligator, or not really necessarily the whole alligator, but the teeth, the red line. Okay, so that's not really a level. What is concerning is that was the trend. We broke it, and then we retested with this bar. So that's the one concern. And then the next concern is that would be the next level, and we've closed below it. Okay, so I'm not going to read too much into that because I don't see it falling all the way back down here, but a decent pullback or some kind of sideways movement would be nice, I would say, because it would give us an opportunity to get back in on the long. Okay, so you can see indecision on those 2 bars as well. Pin bar. Let's just say it's a range at the moment at a level. Okay, that's pretty much how I'm going to read this at the moment. So if you look at the half hour, a break below this pin bar does give us an entry short, and obviously the stop will be above that pin bar. I'm not really keen to take that trade. Okay, even if we do break below this pin bar, I suspect that it will sort of find some structure somewhere and then start moving back the upside. Okay, so I'm looking for longs, and it's kind of by the dip. So any move to the downside will get me long. It's not really going to get me short. Okay, if we do get a break above 12,549, well, then it is long. And I think the interesting thing about this, it's 157 points, so that's way too much on the DAX. That just shows you the volatility that happened in those last couple of, I think it was the last hour and a half of trading on Friday. Okay, just going to close off on the 12 minutes, and you can see I do have a number of different fractal levels that I can use at the moment. So I'm just going to use this level here. So a break below the close of Friday, which is 12,460, or close a bit higher, but at the low of that bar. A break below 12,460 is going to give us shorts, but look at the oscillator here. Trend is still up, and look at the Williams percentage R. It's indicating that we could be potentially looking for a buying entry. Okay, so still, I'm really only interested in longs at the moment. Any pullback is an opportunity to buy. Any consolidation break is an opportunity to buy. Okay, so those are the ones that we're looking at, and you can see now I have a different set of fractals to worry about, and both of them would indicate a trade entry. So that is 64 points, which is much more palatable for me as a stop loss. Yeah, so break below 12,460 indicates a short. I'm not interested in that short. I'll wait for structure, for price to hit some form of structure and support before buying. Okay, not really interested in chasing the short. And a break above 12,522 will give me a long with a stop just below the bottom fractal there. Okay, so that's kind of my take on this at the moment. I'm not interested in shorts. I am waiting for consolidation or a pullback for an opportunity to buy. Okay, so buy the dips or buy the break. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me today. I hope it helps, and I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.